Hi, as you've just seen with your own eyes, to brute force a weak password is very easy. Now you know that to defend from cybercriminals, you must have a bulletproof password. But what password is really bulletproof? We'll talk about in this video. But we begin with weakest passwords, and unfortunately most popular in 2017. Here they are. All of them can be broken in a minute. That's why so many people fall prey of cybercriminals. Actually, why do people use such weak passwords? The answer is obvious. They are easy to remember. But a password easy to remember means password easy to break. Maybe more security-cared people already know the rules of creating a password. It must include uppercase and lowercase letters, symbols and numbers. Also, it must be not fewer than 8 symbols long and not a word from a dictionary. But the bad news, these password rules are out of date. Actually, today you should use all of this rule, but it's not enough. You should add something to feel really secure. Here is new up-to-date password rules. The password must be more than 12 symbols length, must be a passphrase or random based, and you should not use the same passwords for different digital assets. For every digital asset, your password must be also different. But in reality, these rules are easy to say about than to follow. Because nowadays, even absolutely non-techie people have to create new accounts and accordingly new passwords for them. Is it possible for a human being to create so hardened passwords and more of that to remember them? Obviously no. That's why we need help from a software in this case. And this software is called password messengers. We'll get acquainted with one of them today. The one called LastPass. First of all, let's go and install it. You can install it from its homepage, but also you can install it from the extension store of your browser. I use Mozilla Firefox for now, so I go to the settings, click add-ons, then click extensions, and from here to install it on your computer. It's very easy procedure, so you can just go here and click, and you've got it. Then create an account. You need your email for that purposes, and you can use it. As you can see, there are many different options here, and LastPass is the real Swiss Army knife for creating and managing your password. And this password manager keeps your passwords online. So if you don't trust this function, you can choose not to use it. But you definitely can use LastPass for creating a new secure passwords in a minute. Here is how to do that. Let's click on Generate Secure Password. And here you can see already a random password for you generated. The really great thing is that you can choose any length of the password you want. Click for the purpose here. And you can choose a number from 4 till 100. Of course, you don't need 100 as well as 50 and so on. But 12 is the minimum for today, and 16 is even the best. Also, right here you can choose what characters will be included in your password. Take into attention that adding symbols to a password is not turned on by default, so you should turn it on. And that's it. If you need a real 100% reliable passwords, you can create it in seconds. But one password you should create using your own brain. And this is master password. This is password to come inside your LastPass account. Let me show you. For example, here is the master password window. And of course, if you choose to keep your password in the LastPass manager, this password must be very strong. And how can you create really strong passwords and remember it? Here is the solution. You can create a phrase that has a real meaning for you as well as absolutely understandable for you, and that adds some changes to it. Here is the password I've created just for demonstration purposes. First, you should choose a meaningful phrase for you. For example, here is I met this girl in 2010 when I was 18 in Hong Kong. Then you may play around with uppercase and lowercase letters, broken grammar rules, as you can see here. Then you add some numbers and some symbols. So, here we've got the password that follows all the up-to-date rules of creating passwords and can be remembered also. It can sound like a very obvious thing, but remember about the facts. These are the passwords that most people choose, so never do like this. Your passwords is one of the most important things that guards your digital assets. Now you know how to protect yourself from a brute forcing password attack. And in the next video, I'll demonstrate another very dangerous and popular attack, SQL injection with a WASP zap. See you in the next video.